Let's hear from David.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the 4. And it's Lillard missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Jokic finds Porter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Barton, wide open, he fires. They get the rebound.
Yeah, just phenomenal at using that vertical on the offensive boards. Porter just gifted at coming up with second and third chance opportunities.
Now, here's Lillard. And the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Jokic against Nurkic. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And the cold start gets a little colder. Just 1 for 4 to start the game.
Murray kicks to Porter. No good from outside. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Pass to Powell. Lillard with it. He's covered by Murray. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Lillard missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when your teammates out in front, get them to rock.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 4-point game. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. Nuggets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Gordon. Nice move. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Lillard. To end the cold streak. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now, here's Lillard. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Pass to Simons. Portland needs to get off a shot. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Gordon finds Barton. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And creating a little separation here gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Collins trying to break free, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray surveying the D. Back to Jokic. Here's Gordon. It's good from in tight. Gordon's got his third bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Simons the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, man, what a slam by Cantor. His size lets him make easy work of those big plays in the paint.
To the inside. Murray outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more.
I think it comes from the inner.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Collins is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leap. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And McGee kicks to Green. Here's Bull. With the clock winding down. Pass to Rivers. And the wide open shot from Green. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 9.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
Morris passes to McGee. Morris with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
McCollum against Morris. McCollum no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Green dishes to Morris. He kicks to Rivers. Back to Morris. And there's the pass to Bull. The feed to McGee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
A nice shot by Rivers.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Passes it to Collins. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets leading by 11. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Morris inside. He's guarded by McCollum, and it's McGee with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Collins kicks to McCollum. Anthony, the pass to Canner. Back to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Canner. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. And here's Rivers. Morris looking over the floor. Back to Rivers from downtown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 30 seconds left here in the second. Now McCollum. Barton with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oh, great ball movement there.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. Collins kicks to McCollum. Pass to Simons. With 2 seconds left, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They're leading by 16. Kenny, that's all for now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Porter at the small forward. And stolen by Barton. Wide open look here for Murray. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Oh, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss many of those.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
6 on the shot clock. Jokic against Nurkic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
A 3-pointer is right on target. Jokic just got 5 points so far.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
And stolen by Gordon. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Covington against Porter. Now the pass to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic in the corner. Rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 17. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard cans it from downtown. 7 points in the game.
With his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the three or risk the blow-by.
Murray against Lillard. Murray, good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Powell, that's good.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Passes to Jokic. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. Lets it fly. No good there. And it's Denver the other way. Gordon finds Murray. Shoots over Powell. Barton passes to Porter. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Murray. For 3, Gordon. Offensive rebound. Pass to Jokic. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
A different look for Denver.
2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Morris right side. It's good. And the Nuggets lead by 14. Here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. And Lillard throws it down.
Lillard is phenomenal in penetrating to the bucket. With speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Morris for the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. So for the Trailblazers. And Morris drops them both. Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great goal! Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Collins, also Ennis Cantor out there, C.J. McCollum out there with Anthony, and it's Simons in at the 2 guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. From deep, Green. McGee was second chance points on the tip in.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
McCollum dishes to Cantor. McCollum with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now look at the fearlessness of McCollum. Smaller guard who's willing to get whacked when he's going to the rack.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Morris. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And he makes good on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Cullen passes to Cantor. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Cantor kicks to McCollum. Over Bull. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
McCollum against Green. Takes a 3. The Nuggets with a new 14. McGee dishes the Bull. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And Green gets it to go.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
It's McCollum on the wing. Outside Anthony. Over Green. Anthony's shot is off. Denver leading by 16. Morris outside. Kicks it to McGee. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Morris finds Green.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Cantor, the pass to Collins. McCollum against Morris. McCollum dishes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. Over Morris. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, and McCollum, he's an exceptional shooter. He loves sticking it to the D when they're right in his face.
Rivers scanning the floor. Green. Green missing again. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Simons. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Ennis Cantor picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard against Murray. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Back to Murray. There's the triple. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Aaron Gordon.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
Lillard from outside and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Nuggets ball.
"19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Murray against Lillard. Murray, the pass to Porter. And it's off from three-point range. No good there. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports. DA, it's all...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, DA. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Doncic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Launches a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Lillard attacking. Covington trying to break free. Lillard with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Portland moving the ball around. There's the pass to Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Now, here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Left side, Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lillard left side, and Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Doncic against Lillard. It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks rebound. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. And McCollum with the block. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. The shot by Powell, no good. Dallas leading by 3. Outside Hardaway. Offensive rebound. Porzingis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Now, here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 9. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Inside, Covington with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself, and it's all evened up.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Lillard against Doncic. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist from Covington. 11 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Porzingis finds Marjanovic. Poke loose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Powell, the pass to McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in his 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now Doncic. He's got 7. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run. And it's good on the way in.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after this. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is...
I think in the past, anytime I got...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Blazers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
We've got C.J. McCollum. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with John. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. McCollum with the ball, out guarded by Porzingis. Kanter, the pass to Simons. Another shot, kicks it out to McCollum. Passes it to Simons. The 3. And that one is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
Anthony's checked in for McCollum. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Simons surveying the D. Outside Anthony, down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
To the paint, here's Simons. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Simons has got 4 this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Here's Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when Powell is this deep, the defense knows they're in trouble. Sometimes they have no choice but to foul.
Second free throw, no good.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And now Portland on the break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, the steal and the hoop. Hollis Jefferson. Bundles of energy to the table is what he brings.
And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Simons. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Simons, the pass to Cannon. It's rebounded by Brunson. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Anthony in the corner. Hot loose. And Brunson has it in the corner. It's deflected.
The 7'2" wingspan of Hollis Jefferson paying off right there. His defense can be suffocating.
So that. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He was on the fringes in their last game tonight. And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
On the floor for Dallas, Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Redick. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Boy, it is hard work trying to guard Redick because he stays active and is never still. Always on the move.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Doncic against Lillard. And the pass to Hardaway. Hits the jumper in space. Hardaway has got his first basket of the night.
You know, really, Hardaway Jr., guys, is a threat to score from anywhere, especially this area, as we just saw.
Lillard outside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis. 14 points for Luka Doncic. Powell inside. Guarded by Hardaway. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. With some arc. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The lead is 2. But they get it back. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Hardaway from outside. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Mavericks on D. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. You know, he rips it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Finney Smith can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. And Cantor throws it down.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Now here's Brunson. He's guarded closely.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Giles has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And Redick kicks to Brunson. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Goes back up. And there's Reddick. That's good on the assist from Cauley Stein. Reddick's got 4 this quarter. The Trailblazers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Powell. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
And the rejection by Cauley Stein. The third quarter comes to a close. It's Dallas up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson out there with Giles. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony, the pass to Kanter. Here's Anthony. He dishes it to Kanter. Back to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Back to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. And the wing jumper offline.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Covington. And Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Lillard against Doncic. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
No one covering. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
It's Richardson on the wing. Fires from the line. Good on the bucket. Richardson's got his first bucket in this one.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot him from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Yep, it counts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Doncic finds Porzingis. And the 3 off target. Trailblazers trail by 3. The drive by Nurkic. Over Porzingis. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Floats it up for Doncic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Nobody near Lillard. But they recover it. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks leading by 5. Shoots. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Doncic with it. And the 3 ball is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 10 now for Dallas.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Mavericks?
we've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. 9-point game. Oh, good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Doncic right side. For the three. The shot will not fall. Now Portland takes it the other way. A three from McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Here's Doncic. Yep, that one goes.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Powell. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard way outside. And Covington stays with it.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Doncic looking it over. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Here's Lillard. It's good.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Here's Finney-Smith. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland, here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Paul George is out there at Patrick Beverley. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Lillard. Takes a 3. The putback. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Here's Cousins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And George kicks to Cousins. George passes to Zubats. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from free throw range. They get it back.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Now, here's Lillard. Stolen by Beverly. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
McCollum kicks to Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Lock at 6. Lillard with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now, here's Beverly. Passes to Leonard. Lays it up off the glass.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Good on the shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. 6-point game. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
They get a hand on it. George passes to Cousins. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. And that's just showing off. DeMarcus with the creativity plus the thunderous force.
Now, here's Lillard. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard scanning the floor. 8 feet away. And it's Lillard again missing.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Powell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And George kicks to Zubats. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Back to George. And that one, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Powell against Leonard. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. He dishes it to Beverly. Back to Leonard. 2 on the clock. The shot comes out. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Los Angeles. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. And there's Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Here's Powell. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
To the right side. Man. Out to Morris. The 3-ball. Pass to Kennard. Here's man. Misses the 3. Trailblazers trail by 12. McCollum outside. The dish to Nurkic. McCollum right side. Pass to Lillard. Fires the 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. McCollum against Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Covington into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Covington's got his first 2 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Morris with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the basket by Jackson.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Trailblazers trail by 15.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Anthony down low. Kennard covering.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Over to the wing. Here's man. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Giles, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Again, the Clippers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Simon. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Kennard for three. And Cantor pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 13.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson from long range. Kennard. Good work defensively by Anthony. The Trailblazers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Jackson, that's good. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Covington. McCollum outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Beverly against Lillard. In the corner, George with it. And Beverly kicks to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Lillard outside. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Portland with the ball. 11-point game. Lillard outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
5 to shoot. Three-pointer, Lillard.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Los Angeles leading by 11. And George kicks to Beverly. The pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No good on the shot. Powell finds Covington. Off target with his three. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Leonard the pass to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers trail by 11. Simons surveying the D. And the rejection by Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Passes it to Simons. And the rejection by Cousins.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
He's off from 17 feet. Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. They grabbed their own miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Clippers leading by 11. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Ibaka, it's good on the putback.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Simons, feeds it to Cantor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Wow, the decisiveness is good to see. Cantor sensing when to slash and executing the pick and roll flawlessly.
Kennard finds Ibaka. Kennard against Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Kennard's got 5.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Simons. Oh, wow!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Kennard for 3. Back to Ibaka. Shoots over Cantor. 6 to shoot. Kennard's shot is off. Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 11. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Morris is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man and it's small forward. Morris. High post Ibaka. Here's man. Guarded by Powell.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And the dunk by Covington.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Kennard against McCollum. Shoots it. Kennard's shot is off.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Kennard against McCollum. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Los Angeles leading by 9. And George kicks to Beverly. Dishes to Ibaka. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Covington, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Over Lillard. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for Portland. They trail by 7. Takes it out to Covington from outside the arc. Portland again missing. Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Cullen passes to Nurkic. And there it is for him.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
Now, here's George. Pass to Beverly. Kicks it to Ibaka. And he banks in the layup. And it's 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with no one around. Great positioning on the putback. Morris has got his first basket.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Lillard attacking. Banked in off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Clippers leading by 6. And George kicks to Leonard. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. That's it. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lillard outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Over Beverly. Here's Nurkic. Shot clock at 4. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
George looking around. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Leonard against Powell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Beverly against Lillard. Down low. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Beverly. It's in.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort.
Presentation of the NBA.
The city of Denver is in full motion. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point. Now, here's Jokic from deep, and it's rebounded by Covington.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Now here's Porter after the miss from Damian Lillard. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Now, here's Barton. Defense is right there. Gordon, the pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jokic. Left side, Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Here is Porter. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Covington. Rebound by Nurkic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's McCollum. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Gordon. He sinks the 11-footer. Gordon's got 6.
And although he's 6'9", Gordon runs and sprints like a much smaller man. He's got gazelle-like form and speed in transition.
Now here's Lillard. He has 6. Nurkic. And it's sent back by Jokic. Outside, Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Porter. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Now here's Nurkic. Jokic defending. And stolen by Murray. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Gordon. Jokic with it. Fires from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Lillard attacking. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Monte Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Collins up top. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Stolen by Rivers. Green, the pass to Morris. Green kicks to Rivers. Outside, Green. Pass to McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Anthony on the wing. He's guarded by Rivers. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Lays it up and banks it in. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Morris looking over the floor. He kicks to McGee. Stolen by Cantor. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, he is superb in transition. Hollis Jefferson can really get up and down the floor.
Denver leading by 7. On the wing, Morris. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here are the Trailblazers now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Simons. And the basket is good, and he's got... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Morris passes to Bull. Denver passing it around. The shot's good from McGee. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, and close shots that he takes.
Simons is gone. 1 of 3 shooting so far. Bull kicks to Morris. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Bull. Will Barton, he's checked in for Rivers. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Gordon against Collins. Outside Anthony. 5 on the clock. Trailblazers keep it alive.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Green.
Jokic is one of those new breed of positionless players. On any given night, he could lead the team in points, rebounds, or assists, or maybe all 3, triple-double like.
Outside Gordon. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Murray finds Porter. Takes the 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Trailblazers trail by 9. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead. And that.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Inside, Barton. No good there. Good D by McCollum.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Here's Lillard. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jokic with it. Lillard picks him up. Basket good.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Lillard against Murray. Lillard the pass to Giles. Now Covington. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard from outside. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. McCollum against Porter. Tips it up. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 8 points.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Lillard against Murray. Right wing. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Now Lillard. He's got 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
The pass to Gordon. Dishes it to Porter. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. 8 points for him.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And here is Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Zach Collins comes in for Harry Giles. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Trailblazers trail by 5. Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Fast break from deep. Green. Denver the rebound. Bull can't hit. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. The shot's good.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis-Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Rivers surveying the D. Over McCollum. Bull with it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
59 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's McCollum, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Nugget lead.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, the young fella is going to the hoop.
Bull, the pass to Rivers. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Rivers has got his first points in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Simon. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Nuggets leading by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Bol.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Floats one up. Here's Cantor. Second chance shot. Over to the left wing. Here's Simon. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Denver on top, up 5. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Green. JaVale McGee is out there at Bol. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Green, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. Here's McCollum. And the layup falls. McCollum's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. Denver's shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Morris kicks the ball. McCollum against Rivers. Feeds to Green. Green draws the double. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And it's McCollum off the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
At the elbow, Bol. Back to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. 6 feet out. Bank shot. No good. Trailblazers trail by 3. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Jokic passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Here's McCollum. To the inside. And stolen by Barton. And so they foul intentionally. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Denver leading by 3. Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Nobody near Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Martin the bounce pass. Outside Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
And a deep three from Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Outside Covington. Nurkic up top. Jokic defending. Lillard against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Gordon with it. Lillard picks him up. Jokic kicks to Porter. The Nuggets with a new 14. Down low, Nurkic with the steal.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Jokic finds Murray. Knocked away.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Porter outside. Rebounded by Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. He can't get it to go. So the Nuggets win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Dressed in their finest, the Mavs as they came through. We are...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here's Doncic. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot. Doncic has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Mavs.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
It's McCollum with the drive. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. On the wing, Hardaway. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's the kind of take charge attitude they want CJ to have. Attack the D at every opportunity.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Doncic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Now Powell, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Lillard from outside. That one misses.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Doncic throws it down.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
The pass to Powell. Pass to McCollum. And yes, it's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Down it goes, his 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Covington wide open. He fires. Connects on the 17-footer.
Robert Covington being opportunistic in the mid-range. Go to work, young co.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Hangs. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Just a load. I mean, at 7 feet, Nurkic also moves well, and that combo gets him to the line a bunch.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
And 1:01 left in the first. Richardson against McCollum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks leading by 4. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Redick against McCollum. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard on top. Brunson covering. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Brunson scanning the floor. Chalk up 2 there. And a wide open look for McCollum. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Ennis Cantor is out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in at the 1.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And stolen by Redick. Here's Finney-Smith, covered by Hollis-Jefferson. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Here's Simons. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And there's the pass to Powell. Anthony against Redick. Back to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Redick finds Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now the feed to Cantor. Clock at 4. Hollis Jefferson in the post. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way.
Indoors with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Hits the three-point bomb. Simons has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland. Now here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Portland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Here's Simons. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Doncic throws it down.
But that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Count it.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Passes to Porzingis. Doncic outside. He's looking for Richardson and finds him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Richardson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Redick. Brunson with it. Now defended by McCollum. Brunson, good. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Trailblazers trail by 13. Lillard outside. Shoots from 12. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Pass to Powell. 1 second left. And he banks in the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
And so we wrap up the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points and 2 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
They got Cauley Stein. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. Off target from three-point range.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Powell, no one around him, drains it from beyond the arc.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Redick against McCollum. The 11-footer. Here's Powell. Shoots over Nurkic. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Kicks it out to McCollum. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Misses the baby hook.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Hardaway, no good. Trailblazers trail by 14. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. The shot by Powell, no good. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Shoots over Lillard. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. They get it back. Out to Porzingis. It's up a 3. Dallas again missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you can see Covington's speed and transition opportunities. That was a nice job getting out in front.
And they double up Doncic. Out to the right wing. Here's Marjanovic. Dallas, no good that time either. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers, another 3.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Richardson finds Doncic. Back to Richardson. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And that one, good. Powell's got 5.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Doncic looking it over. And Doncic throws it down.
And the game of basketball is one of runs. And right now, this one's definitely not over.
107 left here in the third quarter. Lillard with no one around. And finished off by Nurkic.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Powell in the high post. Lillard outside. Launches a three. The rebound by Marjanovic.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Lillard from deep three-point land, and so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter, also Rondae Hollis-Jefferson out there. Anthony out there with Giles, and it's Simons in at the point. Trailblazers trail by 11. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. To the paint. Here's Giles, and he slams it one-handed.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Dallas leading by 9. Outside, Redick. Shoots the three. It doesn't go for him. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Kanter. Powell, he's checked in for Hollis-Jefferson. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Powell with it. The three. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks leading. The pass to Marjanovic. Doncic right side. Porzingis finds Doncic. Here's Marjanovic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
And a deep three from Lillard. Portland again missing.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Bucket is good. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lillard scanning the floor. Here's Powell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And Powell, no good on that one. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Richardson, no luck.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame, assist. Finds the open man, and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Lillard throws it down.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Back to Cauley Stein. The second chance effort. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard outside. It's Powell on the wing. To the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. And Covington sends it back. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Doncic with it. Now Covington defending. Singus passes to Doncic. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Here's Lillard. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now Doncic. Inside, Covington with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Here's Lillard. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Richardson finds Doncic. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. The beaches of Santa Monica The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Lillard. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
You can't be nervous with the ball around Nurkic. When you are, he'll swipe it from you.
Beverly dishes to George. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard attacking. The Clippers grab the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They get the rebound. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Beverly against Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Beverly finds Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
George against McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. Looking to end the run. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Back to Beverly. Nurkic with the steal. Here's McCollum. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Powell with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's sent back by George. And they'll keep possession. Goes back up. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. That shot wide open. It's a tie ball game.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Outside for George. Cousins, the pass to George. That one, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard with the tip, and Covington stays with it.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now, here is George, and a missed layup.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Now the pass to Covington. It's Powell on the wing. Now here's Lillard. Here's Nurkic. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And George able to finish. George has got his second bucket.
And I like the anticipation of George on the glass there. A veteran sense of where the miss is going.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. High post, Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
George passes to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Clippers with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Kennard. Morris trying to free himself up. Kennard's shot is off. Portland trailing here, and it's the Trailblazers on the break. Ibaka comes with the double team, knocks it loose. Giles kicks to Hollis Jefferson. The wide open look here for Anthony, and a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Cantor after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's Simons missing.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And that one is good.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Stolen by Jackson. Kennard for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And now it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and executing. Now, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Jackson looking around. Here's Mann. He's covered by Cantor. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long. Trailblazers trail by 7. Out to the right wing. There's Hollis Jefferson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pulls up. High post. Rebound by Anthony.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Anthony against George. Pass to Canner, and stolen by Cousins. Here's Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. This one for three. Portland no good that time either. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Beverly. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
And the quick feet of Beverly really jetting it down the open court for a high percentage opportunity.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Here's George. Excellent D from Cancer. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Simons. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Beverly. Zubac laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zubac has got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
With 4 seconds on the clock, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And a close. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that's a...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Man in at the 3 slot.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
Jackson against Lillard. Fires the 3. Nurkic, great positioning on the putback.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Now, here is Ibaka. Here's Kennard, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Powell with it. Lillard outside.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Here's Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 3. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Powell against Kennard. Here's Nurkic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Back to Beverly. The pass to Zubats. Clock at 6. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possession. Turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Lillard surveying the D. It's Powell on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Powell's got his second basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Leonard attacking. He dishes it to Cousins. Back to Leonard. He's off on that one. Good D by McCollum. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Kennard. Lillard against Beverly. Cousins, no good. Portland leading. Down low. That's tipped.
And Beverly just goes all out on defense, which is what allows him to come up with these rejections.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. It's McCollum with the drive. That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 6.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Lillard against Jackson. It's tipped. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And then George with the jam.
A perennial all-defensive pick. George's quick hands create a lot of transition opportunities.
Lillard attacking. And Damian Lillard with the jam. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot is good.
And Jackson is very good at catching the D off guard, especially inside where he needs to be fast in getting that shot off.
Here's Lillard. They trail by 1. 16 seconds left to play in the third. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
The Trailblazers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
George looking around. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 1. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Jackson hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's George.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Trailblazers keep it alive. Doesn't go for him. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Mann. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, that's the one area where they've had an edge, but they've been outworked in too many other aspects of this game.
Here's Simons. And he converts the layup.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Jackson dishes to George. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Here's Anthony, banked in off the glass.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
George finds Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George against Anthony. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from George. The Trailblazers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And it's Simons missing. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul George. At the line for 2.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Now here's McCollum. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Leonard. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Lillard against Beverly. Basket is good. He'll get it. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
Guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Zubac, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, good job. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
Lillard from outside. Kept alive. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Oh, he's one of the best passing fives in the game. I mean, think about this. Cousin doesn't get enough credit for being unselfish on the floor.
Now Lillard. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Portland again missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Zubac's in the post. Fouls there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Gets the first. That increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Yeah, it's quite unlikely, but we've seen crazy things happen.
And the basket by McCullough.
And McCullough is a lethal scorer, especially when the game is on the line. Love how under control he is.
Up again, it falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Beverly looking around. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. It was a... All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.